Now, Frank, I have a question for you as the former assistant director of the deep state. Um,
Wait a minute.
RFK,
When you say former, how do you know I'm really retired? How do you know?
so RFK Jr. went on CNN yesterday, and I think we have the clip of where he basically said Biden is the bigger threat to democracy than Trump. And the reason he gave was he said that the Biden administration was
Let's play
working.
it. Let's play it.
Yeah.
Let's play it right here.
But do you really believe that when people talk about the threat to democracy that Trump poses, do you really think that that is an equal evil to Biden?
I mean, listen, I can make the argument that President Biden is a much worse threat to democracy. And the reason for that is President Biden is the first candidate in history, the first president in history that has used the federal agencies to censor political speech, so to censor his opponent. I can say that because I just won a case in the Federal Court of Appeals and now before the Supreme Court that shows that he started censoring not just me. 37 hours after he took the oath of office, he was censoring me. No president in the country has ever done that.
And
Wow. Okay.
But along with that statement is exactly what Elon Musk is basically saying every day in that cohort of right wingers, that the big scandal was Biden, particularly working with intel agencies and the FBI to censor political speech on Twitter. Is
Yeah.
that true at all?
Yeah. No, except nobody will listen except people who have an open mind and want to research the facts. So the reality with that whole Twitter scandal is that the FBI, by the way, it's not just Twitter, the FBI pays visits to other social media platforms when they identify a potential threat, and they don't give instructions. We still live in a free and democratic society, believe it or not. And what they do is they have security on speed dial at all the major platforms, and they say, look, heads up, we think this is a Russian operation. We think this ad that you're allowing to post is from Russian intelligence. Here's why. We'd like you to be aware, remain aware of that, and that this is being used by Russian intel as disinformation or propaganda. Have a nice day. That's essentially what that consisted of. It's been turned into the FBI, controlled by Biden's White House, paid visits to social media platforms and told them to pull things. That the facts, if you actually dig into the facts, even Elon Musk will tell you we were never told to pull anything. We were briefed on a potential threat.
So Elon hammers this home more than anything, and he says all day, this is the biggest threat, the FBI. If he really knows what you're saying to be true, do you think then what Elon's doing, spreading this knowingly false allegation, attacking our intel agencies, do you think he himself is a threat to national security?
So let me start with a large picture. I think social media writ large is one of our most troubling problems in society right now. It is more negative than positive through my national security lens, and it is the major tool for spreading disinformation and propaganda. It's got us in this mess in a big way, and they're doing very little to get us out of the mess. So Elon Musk would be the worst offender. So if he knows the facts, and actually, if you go way back in his earliest days at Twitter, you'll see him conceding, yeah, they never actually told us to pull anything off. But now he's, as you say, he's twisted that. And why? Why? It gets him his base, which intersects with Trump's base, gets him followers, and gets people riled up. And most of all, puts Elon Musk in the center of the radar screen, which is where he wants to be.